All right. This is going to be a two-part series on mixing and mixing down. So this will be all in the mix today. That's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing not doing anything more than a 4-bar loop just to show you guys the basics of what we need to do to achieve what we're looking for, which is a good, clean mix down. That's the only thing that I'm doing. If you would like to make very heavy distorted music, I'm all for it. I will also show you how to do that, actually. We can do that too. I'll just reset this and we'll start over. So this may be a longer video. Strap in. Don't put it in 2x speed, please. You're going to miss something. First things first is we're going to open Reason. We're going to throw on a synth of choice. Mine is going to be the basic one that everyone uses. Throw it on Square. I always have this up top as my reference when I'm making it, so I kind of know what it'll look like when I throw it in Rekordbox, because I kind of know what I'm looking for. But starting off here, I just want to give it a little bit of depth, some warmth to the lower ends here, and a little bit of the high ends. Push everything out. A little bit of crunch at the top end. That's kind of cool. I can work with something like that, especially for a small loop like this. I can post these on Patreon too, so let me do this. And if you don't know how to do that, you can click here, hold Shift, click the bottom one, right click, and you can combine everything. And then once you throw stuff in after that, it just makes life a little easier. So. Also, if you drag in things before, you can also edit. It'll reroute it. So like this will go here. But if I drag this in, it'll go from here to here, then to here. So it just makes things a little bit easier. Throw it on tape for more warmth. The limiter, I just like the maximizer as a. I keep reading that there's a gain tool. I just never use it because I'm always used to just using maximizer, but I probably should just use the gain tool instead. I just never have used it because it wasn't a thing until recently. So yeah, that doesn't do anything. I was just wondering if that would add stereo. It does not. Just a clip. Oh, it does clip. Huh, interesting. Oh well, you learn something new every day. That's kind of cool. I can get something cool out of this, I hope. So we kind of have added some depth here. I'm trying to keep this big so you guys can see it. But normally I have it very small on 80%. Whoa. Storming like crazy outside. It was crazy. It is storming like crazy outside right now. My goodness. So let's get back to this here. Let's... All right. So we kind of have a base for this. What should I do next? Let's think here. I want to add a little bit of top end distortion. How would I do that? I'm going to grab another Scream 4. I'm going to overdrive. That's too. That sounds like too much like white noise. Cool. So I just added these in. So let's whip some of these out and see what we get. Let's see here. Let's see if I ship this up a little bit. I hate it. Oh, this is nice. I love this. This is my favorite. If you ever want to add a little bit of stereo, grab your sub, parallel process it, and do this. And then what you do after is you'll take, take that, and then you will do this. Just a little bit of like side end crunch that you can add to it there. Not exactly what we're looking for, but... So I think I might leave it like this, and then let's move out of here and let's get into our outside of processing. So let's go to this. Yeah. All right. So now that we're here, let's add a reverb, trim it. Cool. All right. Now we can What if I... I see. That's coming from there. Trial and error. It's always the way to go. Trial and error is always how you guess and check yourself. All right, we are dead center stereo. That's where I want to be after this. I want everything to be stereo, and then I want to create, or I want everything to be mono, and then I want to make my stereo after. I really like this WoW driver preset. It's really nice. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. All right, getting there. Stereo. All right, now that it's stereo, I can do a little bit more tweaking. Let's see what I can do with this. I want to do this beforehand because I usually put the spread on and then slam everything to mono. But we'll see if I can. Yeah, yep. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Now, you can either do this out. But if you have Kilohertz pack, you can go into your Reason Companion, scroll down to Rack Extensions, and you can add all of these in. They are very cool. Unfortunately, it's not in here. Darn, what a shame. No disperser. You have to find disperser elsewhere. So you can use disperser, or if you're on FL, you can use multiband delay. Crucible preset. Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. I like that a lot. That's very sick. Let's find a little flow here. Ooh, wait a second. Huh. I didn't mean to do that. Happy accident right here. So the pitch wheel, I put it to 50. So now when it's here, it's assuming that it's 50. So it's already halfway up on this. Aha. Very interesting. That's cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. I will remember that though. Extend this pattern. Yeah, that's cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's cool. Trap samples are your friend. Use trap samples. They are very, very cool. I love this Mitsubishi kick. Add my sidechain, which is just volume ducking. I'm just removing it from the stereo a little bit just because I want a really hard mono before I do this. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Mixing does take a minute. It takes a while. It's not easy. That's why it's so important. It's because it takes a really long time to get something perfect. I spend the most amount of time mixing as opposed to anything else. Okay, cool. So now we're moving somewhere forward. The drums are a little bit too loud now. So I have my drums all here together. Nice. There we go. All right, so I have all my drums. Nothing is on any of these yet. Soft clipper, take that off. That's just for clipping. What I'm gonna do is I'll clean master these. So something else I'll do is I'll leave my drums full volume, but I will put a compressor on them. So there we go. This is going to sound super sick once I add this next layer. All right, so now that we have this, we're going to add basic serum. You can do this with whatever synth you want to use, 3x oscillator, Maelstrom, serum, massive. I'm not going to name all of them, but you know what I mean? Good point. You can use anything, layer it, select both of these, set them to each other so that when this plays... That's 50 cents. I highly recommend getting T-Rex 6 from IK Multimedia. It is one of my favorite plugins ever, or any of these like plug-in analog hosts things, because look at how much you get with this. This is awesome. They are slightly CPU intensive, especially these like tape distortions. Those are pretty hefty, but they're also awesome. You can also use these for modeling and reverbs. I haven't dabbled too much in them because they've been really strong on my CPU, and I don't have the best CPU, so I haven't used them too much. I've only mainly used a couple of the mixing and mastering tools on them, but I use it like a lot. It's a really cool thing. Also, Crispy Clip is a very cool plugin. Throw that right before my master all the time. Cool. So now everything is falling into place. Everything is becoming clean. My sidechain, if you notice, it sits right at the same groove as this. So like you should really model this after what your synth looks like or what your shape looks like. Like you don't want it to be like this because then you have more of this sub coming in. You want to catch the whole sub and you can have it come in here so that you're being ducked from just this part. So you're just ducking this like kick into the mix and then pulling it right back out into the sub. So you're not losing any of it. Because if you make it too long, you hear that little stutter? I don't like that. It's kind of weird. So I have it really short, really simple, really quick. Like I just wondered what that would sound like. It was kind of cool, but I don't think it's what we're looking for here. What else? So once we get through here, we have our drums, which are done. Very, 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 very simple processing. I have literally nothing on these. I have my reverb on my master. Just enough to stay from nothing. So it's really, really, really not supposed to be anything heavy. I really don't enjoy it like that. Like I want my synth to be very, very present in my mix. It's all about balancing, I guess. Mixing is more of a balance game than it is just how loud can I make everything. Like that's just not really what mixing is. Mixing is how can I make all of these elements present in my mix. That's really what mixing is about, is how can I make everything fit? You're like putting together like Legos. You're putting Legos together. Everything has a piece. Unfortunately, there's no instruction booklet for this one. You kind of just got to figure it out. But it's really satisfying once you hit that desired sound. Once you hit that final stage there. So let's throw another one here. Slide this down. If you want really heavy distorted mixes, you can find a low-end distortion plugin. I love Steam Driver. This thing is awesome. Yeah, so you can add a saturation plugin and you can get like desired like sounds like this. You can also mid-side these, which is really, really cool. So you can only distort your mid or only distort your sides. Like let's say I want to do this. Here, let me do sides, turn it off. I'll go to my mids. But yeah, that's kind of the short way around it. I know this was a little bit longer than normal, but it does take a while to do things like this. There isn't a shortcut at all. Please don't ever take one. You'll be really satisfied once you nail something like this. So while I'm here, I'll give you guys a little bonus tip for the end. I will throw in a little something here. Holy cow. It is storming like crazy right now. Give me 1 second. I gotta shut all my windows. It was a little warm in here, so I had them open. But it is too crazy. All right. I have returned. All right. Bonus tip. All you need to do to have really interesting drums is add a couple of things. You can throw it on eighth note triplets and find very fun flows here. Just that right there is enough to switch up this flow from something that's a boring like 1-3 kick clap to something that has a little bit of like interest to it, that can literally piques their interest a little bit. You can also do something pretty cool like this, where we put it on here, ping pong. Yeah, so just little things like that where you can throw in there, or this is a pretty like typical thing for me, so I'll do this 16. I want all of these to be really quiet. See what I mean there? Like, it's just a little bit of extra things that you can do, and this is not hard at all. Like, this is super simple, like, thing that you can do. This is just eighth note drums. This is just eighth note triplet drums. This is something super simple that you can add in there that'll add a little bit of like flair to your tunes. Another thing you can do is layering. Layering adds really cool effects, but you have to layer properly. You got to EQ things out. You don't want masking. Masking is when you have something that's too loud and it takes up frequencies from other things in your mix. You don't want things to be masked. So yeah, you can layer these things to give yourself a really, like, just a little boost at the top end over here for, like, just this little part right here. You can give yourself a clap like this. It just gives you a little bit of transient at the beginning. Yeah, it's something, but it's enough. You don't need to do anything extra. I haven't touched any of these samples besides a few of them, so it just goes to show how simple it is to make something like this and get creative. So cool. I think that's all for today. This is a much longer one, so I'm going to chop this up, throw this on Patreon. And that's kind of where this will be. I'm not sure if I'll chop this one for YouTube, but I might. So long, till next time. Let me know what you guys want to see too. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want plates, if you guys want patches. I have no idea what you guys want, but